I just arrived to Lake Pleasant. The line to get in right now on a Sunday afternoon is bananas. Absolutely insane. Now I kind of understand why they don't have the first come first serve boondocking anymore, because it's nuts right now. I mean, it's not all campers, it's a lot of people just coming in for the day use and getting on the water, hanging out, picnicking and stuff. But wow, there's so many cars and trucks and campers in this line.
Take the next right onto the Hado Loop, then your destination will be on the left.
So I think our streak of cold weather has finally ended. It is hot here. Be that as it may, it is beautiful here. The lake is a beautiful blue. It's kind of cool to see the lake with the saguaro cactus all around it. We've got some friends joining us, which is going to be amazing, and we're going to spend some good time with them. So let's go hit the lake. Where'd you go? There she is. You got there, buddy?
Minnows?
Yeah. I don't know how you see those. They're so small. How do you see them in the water?
They just make little vibrations, and then I look at the fish.
Yeah. So this is new for us because the last 2 years we've done pretty well in terms of
following the 70-degree weather.
Catching the 70s and 80s all the way up to the northern latitudes. And this year we botched it.
Where are we going? Like, I'm just, right now I'm concerned about where are we going?
Yeah.
What does the summer months look like for us? And Glacier, I thought was pretty perfect. Last summer there was cold, I thought. We hiked in snow in July. But here is sort of like stifling. So where's the in-between? So like makes me kind of think I want to try Tahoe. It's still dry heat, beautiful lakes, and I'm thinking maybe that would be, I don't know.
Jessica Columbus, here we go.
I see a camper!
It's an elevation medallion. It tells us how high up we are right now. So we just climbed to the top of Yavapai Point, and it's pretty beautiful up here. We got to, as you can see, watch the sunset behind the mountain over there. We've got the saguaro cactuses all around us, cacti, and the reservoir is nice and full. So it's pretty amazing out here right now.
But you don't talk.
Yeah.
You stay quiet. Well, after 2.5 years of traveling and living full-time on the road, we are still learning.
Still figuring it out.
A lot. It's different each time. Each time we learn something. But right now we are navigating some new boondocking or dry camping assumptions? Expectations?
Yeah. So we have fallen in love with boondocking. And the fact that we can spend time in nature and camp for free, basically, is amazing. In some of the most amazing backdrops that we've had in this time on the road.
And we love it so much that we've set up our vacationer to let us stay out there longer with our Battle-Born batteries. We now have the solar.
Right.
We had some friends in the Phoenix area and they're like, okay, Lake Pleasant. Let's go to Lake Pleasant. It's beautiful there. There's boondocking.
So typically when we boondock, our sort of method of operation is we figure out where we're going. I kind of scout it out with Google Maps and then figure out where there's a few spots. We go there.
We drive there.
Unhook the Jeep, go scout it out, make sure it's worth driving the RV down whatever crazy road we have to drive to get there, and make sure that there's spots available. And then once we do that, we go and drive down and set up and hang out for a week or two or whatever it is.
And so far, for the most part, it's worked out well. Some boondocking spots are completely like on wilderness land, and then some again are still free on public land, but they're a little bit more like, we've had a couple of places that have spots with like pavilions and tables and stuff like that, but again, it's first come first serve, and it's free to camp there. So that's kind of what our assumption was when we were planning Lake Pleasant.
The night before we were supposed to come here, I decided to do some research just to make sure that there was a place to get some water, because some places have water, some places don't. So as I was doing my research, I found out that pretty much all the first come first serve or show up and camp type boondocking space has been eliminated from Lake Pleasant. There's some in the area, but we wanted to be on the water. We wanted to be on the lake. So all of that is kind of non-existent anymore, and they've moved everything to reservation model.
We are in a campsite, and it's still like, I wouldn't call this boondocking as much as I would just call this dry camping. So it kind of, I mean, we've got a pad, we've got a picnic table, we've got a pavilion kind of covering.
It's a campground. It just doesn't have hookouts.
There's a couple, there's some bathrooms down the way. Second expectation was, when you look on the map, the sites we chose very much look like they're on the water.
Yeah. The campsite that we're in is kind of towards the end of one of the little fingers of the lake.
Yeah, little cove.
And so I think the level that the lake is at now, it's just low, and the water's not all the way up to where our campsite is. So
instead of water, we've got some donkeys.
Yes, there are wild donkeys.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. There's lizards. Cade's in heaven, like, looking at the donkeys and wants to touch the donkeys. I'm like, you can't touch the wild donkeys. But it looks like people do, because they come up so close and they want to visit with you and all this. But anyway,
and it's also rather warm. It's
third expectation.
It is. I mean, it is outside of Phoenix, Arizona. It's spring. We just didn't realize it was going to be this hot.
Okay, but also to level set our minds, the past couple of winters into spring, we've had really cold weather. So we've done the same route almost from Florida all the way across, you know, Texas to New Mexico. And we've just gotten snow, we've gotten cold, rain, ice, you know, it's just been crazy. So we're like, with her, we're like, okay, let's go for some warmth.
The great part about the battery system that we have built and the solar system is that we can actually run an air conditioner from our batteries and recharge via solar with no problem. So we were pretty excited to do that. But with 90, it's what did it get to 96, 97 today, I think. Unfortunately, one air conditioner is not quite enough to keep it cool in here.
Thankfully, our vacationer has 2 air conditioners, so the generator helped.
So we have had to run the generator a little more than we expected just so we could run both air conditioners to keep it cool in here. I think the biggest thing to take away is that we're always learning. 2.5 years in, we love this lifestyle, it's fantastic, but we are not experts by any means. We're always learning something new.
And don't get us wrong, Lake Pleasant is actually very beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
We're having a blast, you know, like it's great that it's warm and there's water, so we want to be in or on the water. We're just exploring, we're enjoying time with our friends, we're hiking at night instead of during the day or in the evenings when it does start to cool off.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're having a blast. Don't get us wrong, but we also like to be open and honest and share those things that are challenging or those things that that we learn along the way that just happen because life happens, and it's, you know, you think you have something figured out and then all of a sudden you don't. So, and
I think too, you know, like how you handle those expectations. And one of my biggest tips would be like, if the website, whether state or recreational, county, country says first come first serve, do a little bit more research, because it's first come first serve here for a reservation and not show up first come first serve, which is kind of what we're used to.
Well, I have a bunch of resources that I use when we're trying to find out where to boondock. I use Campendium, I use iOverlander, I use an app called Free Roam, so I always check at least all 3 of those, read the reviews on those apps that I mentioned, and because that's where I started to figure out maybe I should look up the county website or the state parks website to see what the actual current rules are. But we should get going and turn the air conditioner back on.
I was just gonna say, we turned it off so we could chat with you, but now I'm like dripping sweat.
Okay, I think we're renting a boat tomorrow.
Yeah,
Get out on the water, pontoon boat.
Super excited about that.
It is another day here at Lake Pleasant, and we've decided it's time to go out on the lake. So we are here at Scorpion Bay, renting a pontoon boat. Are you ready, little lady? Are you ready to go get on a boat? What do you think, Moose?
You think it has holes in it, so it might splash up and get stuff wet? Maybe I just
No, I don't think so. I
That's
mean,
for
if you're
drainage, but
if you're driving fast, it might. I mean, a little bit.
I mean, we're gonna keep it under 60, right? So
60. We're gonna keep it way under 60.
in the front seat right here under that right one is going to be your emergency anchor. It's only about 20 to 30 feet.
Where's the emergency anchor?
Right here.
There's
In the helm here is going to be your fire extinguisher with the registration on it. In the back compartment there is those emergency life jackets. There are horseshoes, just a single clip. Swim ladder on the back right. This is going to be your throttle. Up to go forward, down to go back. Further forward you go, the faster you're going to go.
What do all these do?
You click that one.
That's enough of that.
yeah, I was gonna say that was the worst button we could have told him how to use.
But if you're ready, you can go ahead and turn that engine on, and then I'll untie you and give you a big push.
Have fun, guys. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Hey!
Oh, look at them fighting. That's awesome. You ever wondered what it looks like when donkeys fight?
And they're like play fighting too.
You wonder what a donkey looks like?
Oh, are they gonna roll down?
Oh no, there's a saguaro. Oh, he's got eight. They're everywhere.
I just saw
Yeah.
a lizard on the yellow.
I believe it.
Whoa, look at that rock.
That's some cold water to be jumping in.
Boy, that feels so good.
So good, right?
How long can you guys stay in?
Well, we gotta go soon.
Yeah, buddy. Great job. Not as cold as glacier water, but it was pretty chilly. Nice and refreshing. Is that a fun day on the water? Yeah. We got to hang out with some friends. We got to scoot around the lake. Went for a quick swim. You didn't, but we did. It was fun, wasn't it? Always a good day when it's a day on the water. Are we on the elevator?
This isn't an elevator. This is an inclinator.
Oh, look who's getting specific now.
I know things.
Oh, yeah.